A very good morning, everybody, back here at Sodok Crown Court for the bribery trial of former Minister of Petroleum, Diezani Alison Madueke, our brother Bishop Doye Agame, and third defendant Olatimbo Anyide. Last week, which was day one, trial started properly on Tuesday. So we've had sittings on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday was a turning point. A turning point in that, as reported to you on Friday after the sitting, a witness, the first prosecution witness, came in the box, an employee of Harrods, and she was examined by the prosecutor herself, and also that was followed by cross-examination by Diezani's lawyer. But let me just pull up one of the conversations between the witness, Amina Alima, and the prosecutor. Many questions were asked, but one among them was that she was asked, when you were dealing with Mrs. Madueke, who will normally settle payment, the witness said Mr. Aluko, and sometimes Madame herself. Yes, a number of questions then. Let me read also another question that was asked by the prosecutor. Another question that she was asked was that when items were purchased, when we see items purchased on the penthouse, who do you understand it is for? She said, Madam, yes. That is what the witness answered. Then there was another question that she was asked, where she works is a penthouse on the 5th floor at Harrows in Knightsbridge. It's normally by appointment for high net worth individuals like Kolawole Aluko and Madame Diezani herself. So that place on the 5th floor is called Penthouse at Harrows over here in Knightsbridge, just about 30 or 40 minutes away from here at Sodok. It's by appointment shopping. Normally the procedure sometimes is that when shopping wants to take place, Madame will let the personal shopper, the client's manager, know that she's coming to court. Sometimes they text each other. Even when she was in Nigeria, the prosecutor brought out in the communication schedule communication text messages that were exchanged between the former Minister of Petroleum and Amina. All these are not wrong by itself. Don't forget, the prosecutor said, the Crown said, we will prove our case that bribery took place and that she was influenced, So another question that was asked, there was a transaction of August 25th of 2011, and this was a personal shopping for women's item by appointment transaction that cost about £29,313. Yes. We said, who was it for? Among items there were handbag and many things. Let me pull up the question that the prosecutor asked. Yes, yeah. So this sort of Crown Court, a lot of people are going. I don't know whether Madame Diezani herself is inside. The hearing start, the trial continues at 10 p.m., which is just about half an hour to go. So I don't know whether she's arrived or whether she's still coming. On Friday, she left late in the afternoon. Right. So the witness was asked, yes. The witness was asked, do you see Mr. Aluko and his wife come to Harrows together? She said, very rarely, but once. Who do you normally see him with? The prosecutor, the crown prosecutor witness said, Madame Diezani. Let me just take the question again. That was who, when she was being examined by the Crown. The Crown, remember, she's a Crown witness, so they ask a lot of the questions. So you say, Did you see Mr. Aluko and his wife come to Harrods together? The witness said, very rarely, but once. You know, who do you normally see him with? She said, Madame Diezani. And can you just help us to describe how their relationship was? Or the witness said, I don't understand. Is it more authoritative? That means the relationship when Mr. Loco and Madame Diezani, when they were in the shop, the relationship, what does it look like to her? The prosecutor asked, you know, is it more authoritative? That was after she had initially asked the witness, can you just help us to describe how their relationship was? That means when they were in store, when you're shopping, when the rapport, let's say two people are in a shop, what is the rapport like? So that was the question the prosecutor was asking, that can you help us to describe how their relationship was? At first, she said, I don't understand. Then, when the Crown prosecutor explained to her and then broke it down and by asking, is it more authoritative? She said, yes. Said Mr. Aluko was always outside in the main area. By that, she explained to make it further that it's like he just wanted to get it done with and go. And then later, she explained that because items like furniture, it involved a lot of processing. So, and then ordinarily, a man and a woman in a store, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. All right. Sorry, that's just somebody asking to come closer to the court because you cannot do any filming inside the court premises. As you can see, people are making their way in. Court normally starts by 9 o'clock, except also by 10 o'clock, which is still a couple of minutes away. So, right, yeah. So I'm outside here, the court. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen Madame Diezani or Olatimbo. I don't know whether they are already inside. So, like I was saying, so the prosecutor broke down the question for her, and then she said Mr. Aluko was always outside. So, like I was saying, it's like a man and a woman in a store. Women probably will take more of their time, and men probably don't really are not really loving it, doing shopping there or staying for long. But she did explain that because shopping for items like furniture, it involves paperwork, especially if they were to be shipped overseas or a lot of items. So by saying it is authoritative and by answering yes, it means that, it seems Madame was the one picking the items. And then there was another question that said, Mr. Aluko and Mrs. There was a time that somebody called Prince Momo, she is named many times. He used many of the cards that were used for shopping. And she was asking Prince, Mr. Aluko and Madame, they came to the store a couple of times. Prince was always on like an outsider, but Madame and Mr. Aluko always sat more together until a time when Prince was the one coming to do the shopping. There was a shopping, let me read this one, of 19th of January 2014. He said, where you've been dealing with Mr. Aluko's reward card. Those were all transactions recorded on Mr. Aluko's card, but the person dealing with it was Musa. And then there was this question, did you know why Mr. Aluko stopped coming to the penthouse? Yeah, she said not at all, because, among the things that emerged during this examination was that at a point, though Mr. Aluko and Madame Diezani were the one who were coming there for shopping, later Prince Momo came to do shopping with them, but at the time, we don't know what happened. Mr. Aluko was no longer coming with Diezani. It was Prince Momo who was coming, and there were a number of shoppings he did. The card was registered to the company of Olatimbo, and he did the third defendant. So that was what the prosecutor was asking that, do you know why Mr. Aluko stopped coming at a particular time? I think that was around 2014. She said, I don't know. When did Prince start? When did Prince start paying for Mrs. Madueke? He said, I think he paid on a few occasions. After Mr. Aluko stopped coming, did Madam Madueke and Prince sit together? This was the prosecutor asking, after Mr. Aluko stopped coming, whether Prince and Madam Diezani sat together. He said yes. You know, don't forget, before Mr. Aluko stopped coming, when the three of them came together, the prosecutor, the witness told the court that Prince always sat a distance away, while Mr. Aluko and Madam Diezani sat together. They were more closer, but when Aluko stopped coming, so it was Prince who became the main man, and as was shown in court, a lot of shopping that he did, it was registered to the company of Olatimbo and Hinde. So these are the things which the prosecutor were able to get on Friday. When I come back for updates, I'm going to tell you how the cross-examination on Friday went. But quickly, let me just mention them. At the time when the under cross-examination, the Diezani's lawyer was trying to say, okay, the shopping that you said on a particular day that was for Diezani, her passport showed that she was in Nigeria at a particular time. This was Diezani under cross-examining the witness. And then she said, yes, how could she have done the shopping when she was in Nigeria? He was trying to imply that that shopping was not for Diezani. But after the cross-examination, when the Crown prosecutor got to her feet, she brought out in the communication schedule a series of text messages for that particular shopping day that showed that it was Diezani that was communicating the order to Alima. So that was a sort of an ongoing. If the barrister, Diezani's barrister, had thought he was going to puncture that witness, the Crown prosecutor quickly stood up and then gave it back to him to say, look, even though she was in Nigeria at that time, but these are text messages. Remember, these text messages, they were retrieved from the phone of Diezani when she was arrested. So she told the court, look, these text messages showed that she was the one making this order. So it's going to have been that somebody else making the order. Or, again, you can't just pin that against her. So, all right, I'm going to be going inside the court now. The trial continues today, first day of the second week, day number 5 altogether in courtroom number 2. So I'll keep you posted by the end of the day. All right, thank you.